When we implement profit-first accounting principles in your law firm, we begin by deciding ahead of time what percentage of every dollar of revenue we're going to scoop off the top and protect for you and your family. Then we get busy getting creative and finding ways to make the business meet your high standards of performance with what's left over.
You're listening to the Profit First for Lawyers podcast, the official companion show to the book Profit First for Lawyers by RJon Robins. Now, this podcast is for you if you want to bring home more profit while working fewer hours in the office, spending even more time with your loved ones, and turning your office into a lean, mean, profit-breathing machine. So if you're tired of working for your law firm instead of your law firm working for you, stay tuned for some really practical insights that will get you the results you've always wanted. It's time to put your BS aside for the next few minutes and put yourself, your family, your firm, and your profit first. Welcome back to the Profit First for Lawyers podcast. I'm your host, Carly, and today we're making the case for why you should stop procrastinating and finally take your profits first, like right now. The system seems deceptively simple, but we've seen it improve the lives of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of law firm owners, and we know it's going to work for you too. Today, we're talking about what happens when you flip the traditional way of managing your law firm's money right on its head and force it to become a profit-breathing machine. This is the more traditional approach, right? Sell as much as you can, pay all your bills, and whatever's left over is yours. Well, that's backwards. And today, RJon's driving home exactly why. Let's roll the clip.
Profit First shows you how to turn your business into a profit-breathing machine. First, by rejecting traditional methods of cash management and accounting, which obviously do not work for so many small businesses. Most small business owners, I was going to say embrace, except that word would suggest it is a conscious or intentional decision. So instead, I'll just say most small business owners who don't know any better wind up settling for the following approach to profit. 1, sell as much as you can. 2, pay everyone else first. 3, keep whatever's left over for yourself. The problem is that formula is backward. In Profit First, Mike talks about Parkinson's law, which states that how long it will take to finish anything depends on how long you have to get it done. So if you have a month to get something done, it will take you a month to get it done. But if you have just 3 days to get the same thing done, somehow you're probably going to find a way to get it done in just those 3 days. The same works with money in business. If your business has $100 available in its cash operating account, you will find that you need all of it to operate the business. If the same business has just $90 in the cash operating account, you will probably find a way to operate the business resourcefully, creatively, with ingenuity on just those $90. In fact, the business will be leaner, meaner, and more innovative because you were forced to become more creative, resourceful, and innovative, and you'll also have $10 of profit.
So there it is. If you've ever felt like your law firm eats cash almost faster than you can make it, well, you're not wrong. That traditional formula doesn't work for most small business owners, and definitely not for law firm owners who want to be profitable on purpose. Now, I want to play one more clip from RJon where he goes even deeper on this idea. It's probably going to feel like he's peering directly into your soul, especially if you were the kind of person who pulled all-nighters in school like I did. But before we do that, here's a quick word from our sponsor, which is actually just us, trying to help you get a win completely for free. We've created a great resource just for you to help you make your law firm more profitable right now. It's called the Profit Leak Assessment. I teamed up with Evelyn Acoyne, who is How to Manage a Small Law Firm's financial literacy and strategy expert, to put together a practical and extremely profitable, on-demand, completely free course that's going to help you find thousands of dollars in your proverbial couch cushions. Well, if you're anything like the other law firm owners we've helped anyway. And I promise, No complicated math involved. This is just our way of saying thank you. So sign up now by going to profitfirstforlawyers.com/profit leak or clicking the link in our show notes. Now let's get back to RJon.
Now, if you're anything like me, you probably went through school like a crammer. If I got an assignment at the beginning of the semester, it didn't matter if I had the whole semester to work on it. I'd be in the library during the last week of the semester cramming to finish the assignment. So yes, it took me an entire semester to get the paper done, but if the professor had given me just a month, I'd have gotten it done in a month. If I'd been given a week, I'd have found a way to get it done in a week. Similarly, when you put your profits first, you force creativity. You instigate ingenuity and innovation into your business. Now, this is a healthy thing for a business, and it's good for your staff, and it's good for your law firm's clients too. Forcing yourself to find ways to make your business work with what's left over after you have taken the profits out of your law firm and protected those profits for your family outside of the business, that's also a good thing for your family. It's really good. It helps you create a more stable, happy home life, which allows you to show up as the best version of yourself and make more objective, better decisions about your business. When we implement profit-first accounting principles in your law firm, we begin by deciding ahead of time what percentage of every dollar of revenue we're going to scoop off the top and protect for you and your family. Then we get busy getting creative and finding ways to make the business meet your high standards of performance with what's left over. This leverages the most valuable asset you have in your whole business, which is your creativity. And it works beautifully over and over and over again every time we implement it with the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of solo and small law firm owners in every different practice area you can imagine who we help to implement it with. It just plain works. Now, is everyone always happy? No. Because all of a sudden your law firm's marketing vendors, suddenly they're being held accountable for objectively measured ROI. And they can't just feed you stories. And all of a sudden your staff has rational and fair key performance indicators that their performance is being objectively measured by. And all of a sudden, decisions are being made against a criteria that puts your best interests first instead of last. You start using facts and not just feelings or ego. One of the biggest benefits of Profit First is that when you take your profits out first, you force the business to live on what's left over. And suddenly it gets to benefit from your creative brilliance as an entrepreneur to spark ingenuity and efficiency in your organization. This is a healthy thing for your law firm. And it's not only professionally gratifying for you as the owner, but it's so much more financially profitable too.
Okay, I feel seen. I was such a procrastinator in college, and I always beat myself up for not getting things done sooner, not really realizing that Parkinson's law says that's pretty normal. And thankfully, I have learned some much healthier habits post-college, but it still rings true. The amount of time that you give yourself to complete something is usually the amount of time it'll take, which is exactly why Profit First works. And let me tell you, RJon lives by this. Here's a little behind-the-scenes tea, right? You've heard of Tea Time with Carly? Maybe this is what I'll call a spot of tea. When I worked with RJon to gather beta readers for his newest manuscript, we had a disagreement about the timeline we were going to give readers to get us their feedback. And I suggested we give them a full month. And RJon looked at me and he said, Carly, if you give people a month, they're going to take a month. And most of them aren't even going to start until day 28. Right? You got to give them a decent amount of time, but ask for a timeline that actually helps you. And of course, he was right. So how do you apply this concept to your law firm? Well, here's what I want you to do. Stop what you're doing right now. No, seriously, don't procrastinate on this. If you do not already have a Profit First account set up, open one right now. Take out your phone, set it up through your bank's app, or call your banker. Just start with 1%. And if you already have a profit first system in place, but you haven't bumped up your profit allocation in a while, and you know that you should, well, then increase it by just another 1%. Confession, I just did this in my personal account. And I should have done it years ago. I know. You've heard so many people already tell me to do this on the podcast. We got Daniel, Oscar, Mike Michalowicz himself, and of course, behind the scenes, RJon's been on my case about this forever. And sure, I'll link those episodes in our show notes below in case you want to see how long I've been ignoring taking this very excellent advice. So I'm not really standing on some ivory pillar here. I get it. Life gets in the way. But that's exactly why I'm waxing poetic about this today. Because I'm hoping that in the space of time since I started talking about this, you've already pulled your car to the side of the road, or you stopped the vacuum, or you paused whatever you were doing and pulled out your phone. Because listen, as RJon just reminded us, if your business can run on $100, it can run on $99. It can thrive without that 1%, but seeing your profit account grow is going to do something almost magical for your mindset. So take the action, do it right now, and then see what happens next. And that's what we've got for you today, folks. I hope this has been very helpful for you. And I'm really excited about all the other things we have in store for you this season. And I can't wait to finally join you on the journey with my own profit account. Remember, keep your profit first and your excuses dead last. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us on another episode of the Profit First for Lawyers podcast. If you're enjoying what you're hearing, tell a friend and buy your copy of the book at profitfirstforlawyers.com. Your future self will thank you for it, and we will see you next time.